Configurations allow you to do all sorts of amazing things in SolidWorks. If you've got geometry, they allow you to change the size of that geometry per configuration. But what we can also do is have different geometry altogether in different configurations. So we have two different sets of geometry in the same file. Let's have a look at that. I've given you two sketches which are undefined, so I want you to define them. So this should be fairly simple because unless, I can't remember, but unless they don't have relations, you need to add those in. So what you do then is just select all of the verticals and make sure that they are vertical and that they're equal, and then the same thing with the horizontals. So select all of the horizontals, make sure they're horizontal and equal. And if you dimension, using the smart dimension, just one of these and one of these verticals, horizontals and verticals, then this sketch, since it's fully constrained, should become fully defined the moment you drag it from that edge onto this origin. Because 20 times 5 equals 100, so if I put in a dimension at the bottom like this, it's going to be over-defined. Try that again. You'll see then there's an error. So that's good enough. Let's exit that and let's just do the other sketch as well very quickly. I'm going to go normal 2. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I can see the geometry. So here's a bit of a problem. Let's extrude this and let me just show you what you might experience. So let's make sure that that's extruded by AT. Let's go in the opposite direction. Great. Okay, now this sketch is above that feature in the feature tree, which means that if I do anything with the sketch, I'm not going to see the geometry beneath it. If I go outside of the sketch and I go back to my feature tree and I click on the sketch and I drag it to underneath that geometry, and now I will be able to see the geometry underneath to see what I'm doing and locate the sketch. Alright, so that's facing the wrong way. Let's just go normal 2. So what I'd like is I'd like to get that point and the midpoint of this line, so wait till it highlights. So I'm going to hold the control button down. I see my Yak D is not on. There we go. And then make that vertical. And then these two as well, we will make vertical. And then I would like both of these to be equal, like so. Put some dimensions in. So since these are equal, I just have to put one dimension in. And since this is already located on that halfway line, I just need to put in a height. So that's 35, and then another one from there to there. Let's make that 65. So the sketch should go fully black, turn black, and then I can exit that, and then I can grab the sketch and say extruded cut, and there we go. So if I want different geometry altogether, go across to the configurations manager, and then I'm going to create a new configuration by clicking on my first one, which I've already renamed. Say Control C, Control V. That'll create a copy. I'm going to double click on this one. Let's just rename it. Make it exercise 2. Okay, now watch what happens if I go back to the feature manager and I grab these two features and I say suppress them. That'll mean that in the first configuration the geometry appears, in a second it doesn't, and so I can add some new geometry. Let's do that. So let's go to the front plane. Actually, let's do a top plane in this one, and let's just add something very simple like a circle of some sort. Let's make that 90. Let's see if that's good. Okay, and I'm going to extrude that. And then let's put some more geometry on the front plane. And hit my S key. Let's do something like a center rectangle. Let's do it like this and make it 9, 30, 35 or something. Doesn't quite make sense to do it like this, but it's good enough just to show you how this works. So extrude this. Let's do that blind plane, mid plane, 80. There we go. That's good enough. All right, so you can see that here is my second configuration. If I go to this configuration button and I click on the first one, that'll give me the stairs, and the second one, that item, whatever it is. So that's how you do it, and the rest you already know. Cheers.